So interesting. After show, after show, after show. This is so interesting. Depending on like the base, whether it was the clear or the solids aren't sweating at all, interestingly. I mean, none if any. So it's like some like these have been out here in like slightly more heat and just like out here in the very humid moisture.
I mean, it's not that hot. It's not that humid.
Yeah, you're right. But like some of these have sweated a little bit. And it's really interesting. The ones with salt in them have sweated the most, I feel.
Oh, because salt draws out the moisture?
Maybe. Yeah,
That's
the salty ones have leaked a little bit.
Should we include this in the video?
I don't know.
We're observing this like after already closing up the video.
Yeah, after like quite a while, just like sitting out. And a lot of the tutorials did recommend wrapping these soaps. If you're not going to use them right away, you should like wrap them and store them. But it is very interesting that the white ones are
not sweaty.
Are not sweaty.
Yeah,
but this just gets into the science of soaps, because like, guys, there's a lot of science to soaps, which is why people sometimes prefer to go down the route of doing the hot process or the cold process.
Do you have more control over things? That's what I would assume.
You have 100% control, like how much water, how much lye, how much fats, how much oils, like all this. And you can get like a softer soap, a harder soap, and there's like a lot of variety that goes into like, there's a lot of control if you control everything that goes into the soap, obviously.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're both in our t-shirts.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're both in the Words Are Hard t-shirts. Hey, matching.
That's really what we make t-shirts, so we can match all the time.
But we actually got like legit excited about soap making as we were doing the research. Like I just was really looking forward to it, and I liked it just as much as I hoped. I really genuinely like soap making now.
It's very fun and it's super relaxing. It's kind of low stress. At least, I mean, it might be different when you're doing like the live version, but with this, you can't really mess it up too much.
Well, if you're microwaving it, you can melt.
It's still kind of like, it's kind of low pressure.
It's kind of low pressure.
It's low pressure.
Yeah.
And I think also it was fun because this was something completely new for us, and we haven't done anything where like every aspect of the project is brand new. You know, we always introduce new variables.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it was really fun, like learning about a whole new process.
But also, it's like seeing the same ingredients used in new ways and stuff. I mean,
because
like a lot of these, there are some similar aspects to it, like resin. Like this guy right here. Oh man, that's just so satisfying.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw on Reddit somebody made resin rupees.
Oh.
And they looked like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. It also makes me want to experiment with resin in new ways. Like I would have loved to make all of these in resin.
Well,
and then we just have these perfect little resin cubes. I don't know why. I don't know what I'd use them for, but they would be awesome.
They'd make cool like knobs.
Oh,
like cabinet knobs or something.
Yeah.
But I was about to say, I think one reason this is fun is because like you can just make a small thing in a mold that has, you know, flowers or colors or whatever mixed into it, and when that thing pops out of the mold is a complete thing. Whereas a lot of times with resin, like, what is the thing? Are you making a paperweight? Are you making, like, what are you making? Like, we made the planets back there, and we're like, well, what do we do with these now? We made them. What are they?
Soap planets.
Oh, in the round mold?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that.
Soap planets.
Yeah, we should do soap planets.
Mind blown. That would be the perfect thing, because then you could, like...
We could do soap Pokeballs. So we're supposed to make Pokeballs.
Oh, I don't know. Like yes, Pokeballs are something that's spherical, but how would we get all the detail that's in a Pokeball? Pokeballs have a lot of, like...
I have thoughts.
We could just, like, paint it on afterwards?
No.
How could we do it?
So it's a multi-step process. Because first you need a smaller mold to do like the little circle in the middle. And then you do the white layer, then a thin black layer. And while you're doing these layers, you input that little circle that's like on the front of the Pokeball. Then after your black layer, you do the red layer.
And how are you inserting them? What do you make? Like you know how you could do it. This is how you do it. Make 4 different molds. Do the first mold with room for just that. do another mold that has room for the next layer, then room for the next layer. But that's an intensive process.
I'll think on it. Poke soap!
Oh, no. I'll help you if you want to go down that path, but it's going to be a path.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think let's just make abstract, planet-ish shapes again.
Planet-adjacent shapes.
Planet-adjacent shapes. It'd work really well. Because, like, smoothing it out, you just, like, get it wet.
It would be kind of cool to
and
have
then, like,
a round bar of soap.
a round bar of soap. It'd be so satisfying. Okay, we're getting sidetracked. Let's think more behind the scenes on this.
So one plus side is our garage smells amazing right now.
Smells so great.
Smelling my hand. Ah, it smells so good.
Now I have to say the only soap that I got confused about is the coffee soap, because it's coffee and lavender, which just
the smell is confusing.
Does not go well together. Like, it's not necessarily bad. It's just two conflicting smells. If we had have done like sugar and coffee,
I feel like
vanilla and coffee.
I've had lavender coffee. Didn't we have that pistachio lavender coffee?
No, it was pistachio rose coffee.
Oh.
That was amazing. We're getting sidetracked though.
Yeah.
But I think that what was I saying?
You're saying the smells are confusing.
Oh yeah, but in general, everything smells amazing. Everything looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's just how I wanted, but almost even better.
Yeah.
Some of these are just incredibly satisfying to look at. Like this guy.
The ones with layers, yes.
The ones with layers.
With the flowers embedded in the clear. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, if we did like you said, like a brown layer and then a like an embed of a rose or something, and then like a clear layer on top, that would look amazing. I would love
So
that.
cool.
I'd love that so much.
So cool. Hey, it looks like little pizza guy's kind of evening out. He's not leaking as much as he was before.
Yeah. But also, I mean, like one thing that we did this the hard way. We did every single one of these unique. Now, if you wanted to go about this in a more like sustainable way, what you can do is you can just get like one color, pour it at the bottom of every single one, then do another layer, then do another layer, and like 3 layers done, you could have
It'd be so easy.
like all of these would have a cool pattern or cool design, and they'd all be unique. Like this one right here. This would be an amazing one to make. It looks really cool. It looks really unique. It has salt in it. So you could do those 3 layers in 3 different pours.
And it'd be so much faster.
And it'd be so much faster. You could like
it took us maybe like 2 hours or so doing all of these. And I think if you were doing it fast.
with the talking too. Like
yeah, with the talking too.
I swear, if I had everything set up, I could have made another batch of amazing soap in like 15 minutes.
Especially if each one in the whole tray was the same.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah.
And you can even like kind of, if you have like, you can kind of goozle them slightly different if you wanted to. So each one is like unique still, but the same type of design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'd be cool. I also like just freaking love this little ice cube tray that we found.
Oh my gosh.
I definitely want to do it for some resin stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about. I don't know if it's going to be knobs or like what it would be for, but I just think these tiny little hexagons are so dang satisfying. Oh, and you got your picture.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure if that's going to make it into the
Probably
final
not.
edit. Probably not.
Well, the picture itself probably will.
Yeah. But there's
We'll
this
probably pan so it looks like
there's
a video.
this picture online. You guys might have seen it. It's like a whole bunch of foods that have been turned into perfect cubes. And I've had that in my desktop wallpaper folder for years. And I love it. And I just wanted to get this photo of all of these little hexagons lined up. Like they're all so wonderful. And
They all just
the
look so
picture
delicious.
turned out so great.
It did. It looks so cool.
We're going to need to save some of these if we do any more of these in the future. If we're making more soaps in the future, we can just have that on the side, and any extra soap that we have, we'll just pour into the little molds, and we'll keep on growing our army. Yes. And I can just keep on taking updated pictures every now and then of the like continued growth of the little cubes.
If they last that long, we need to figure out how to protect them so that they don't get all sweaty.
Saran wrap, maybe. We'll see.
How do you saran wrap like perfectly airtight a hexagon?
I think that we'll just make a roll. We'll just make a roll. We'll just like lay them out and just kind of roll them all, like each row into like a little tube. We'll kind of pinch the ends.
Okay, that works. Yeah, well, we should figure out something to do with these. Like maybe we'll give
it's
them
a little bit jank
as gifts or something, and then someone else can enjoy some of them.
Yeah, we'll give the good smelling ones to our moms.
Yeah, we'll cut up the ones that we forgot oil in just to like cut them. No. We thought about cutting them earlier because it really is very satisfying to cut, but we were attached and we didn't want to cut them. Oh, we tried to, the store Lush.
Oh.
They have like all the fancy soaps. So we were like,
oh man,
okay.
we're going to do like the YouTube thing where we're going to like go in and like film in a store.
Yeah, we're going to be filming at the mall.
We should have maybe just gone for it,
No.
but that seems irresponsible. We called them.
It seemed rude.
And asked if we could like come in and film in their store.
And explain that like we're
just amateur makers and we made some soaps and we kind of want to compare.
We made,
And they're like, oh no, that'll be competition and like.
And we're like, we're not selling soaps. We're not making any claims. We just want to show what professional looking soaps look like against our like first try amateur soaps.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you'll have to get approval from corporate.
Yeah.
And we're like,
it's not worth that much hassle.
Yeah. So we were going to go to Lush at the end, like with our camera and try to find like comparisons for our myriad of soaps. But
what if we walk in there and they're all like, like all the soaps are like sweating and like they're like kind of melting, and like the people at Lush are just like,
stop contaminating our goods with your sweaty soap.
if we just left these here, would you be able to sell these?
Yeah, give them away as free samples. Yeah.
I'd want this one. That one's
that
great.
was cool. Yeah. But yeah, so behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Failed ending. Well, we've been watching a lot of Sophia.
Yeah.
Sophia.
I said it.
Yeah, with the A. Anyway, she has a lot of fun stuff like that.
Yeah, where she like takes it into the real world and gets people's reactions to it and stuff like that. And I'm like, that would be fun. I would want to do that at some point. One of the ideas that I've been like kicking around is if we do another Bob Ross painting, we should go to the park. Just like paint in the park in public.
Oh, that's a good
with
idea.
the cameras running and stuff. And if people like walk up and like ask what the heck we're doing.
We can be like, can you tell me how to fix my mountain? Can you critique my art?
Gosh. Just remembering that makes me like feel a little bit stressed and hunchy. Like,
I think it would be easier a second time.
I think it would be a lot easier. Like the painting was only part of the stress. It was like the worry that we weren't making a good video the whole time that was like really getting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a fun video. We have another soap project planned where we're going to try to do geode soaps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that will hopefully be the next soap project after this, and I'm very excited about it. Originally, this was going to all be one video, but... Well,
so originally we were just going to go straight to the resin geodes.
Yeah, but there would have been like experimentation with some of the colorings and like salt versus sugar and the stuff we need for the geodes. We wouldn't have experimented with like flowers and charcoal and stuff, but we would have done some of the experimenting.
On that note, I don't think we really talked about it, but salt is definitely, I think, better than sugar in our short experience when it comes to like things maintaining intact. I think the sugar melted some.
But the salt is making it sweaty.
Oh, the salt is making it a bit sweaty.
Yeah, whereas the sugar one's not very sweaty.
Well, it's just because I wiped both. This is clean now too.
Oh.
So I think in general, potentially salt scrubs.
Yeah.
That's where I'm potentially leaning.
We'll see.
But I'm not.
I think when we do the geode one, we should do some experimenting with just the salt versus sugar. Mm-hmm. A little bit, like rolling it into little soapy balls.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Or maybe we use the sex molds again. I don't know.
There's some more specific recipes out there too for like specifically making salt or sugar scrubs.
Oh, I've made sugar scrubs before.
Yeah, and it's a different process. You use different things, right?
Yeah, but you can't like form it into a shape that holds its shape. We would still need to mix it with soap.
Well, yeah, we'll do some research.
Yeah.
We'll do some research.
Anyway, yeah, there's going to be a lot of research specific to that one, so we figured it would be good to split some of the basic experimentation away from that and just kind of have a fun experience.
And I'm really glad we did. One thing that's like, man, I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but like if we just cut it down to all of the moments that we thought were pretty good.
I'm already like 20 minutes in and I haven't even gotten to the flowers yet.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be like 40 minutes long.
I mean, hopefully not. I'm going to try to make it not over 30. But people have been saying that they like the longer videos.
Yeah.
Not that we're like aiming to make them longer, but I feel like our average length keeps creeping up and up. But we'll just see. I don't want it to be 40. That's a lot of minutes for basic soaps.
But I mean, we did so many soaps here. Like the variety of like the end result is not staggering, but it does satisfy me to a large amount. Each of those is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 32. No, more. 37.
37 soaps.
37 soaps. And they all look quite, I mean, there are some similarities, like some soaps that aren't that different from each other.
They're like 2 different orange tones.
2 different orange. Like one is a clear orange, one is a shimmery orange, but the shimmery orange isn't that shimmery. Anyways, just over here playing with our soaps like normal people.
Yeah, it's cool. Ooh, my hair's in it. Oh.
It's in my hand.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is fun. I'm curious to see what people think about this because it is a little different from our normal videos.
Yeah, there were no power tools.
Yeah, no power tools.
There was no resin.
No resin.
So it's like this isn't like we weren't intentionally stepping towards something crafty or anything.
But it is a little bit more on the crafty side.
It is slightly on the craftier side, but it's still like making. It still had like hot things and stuff like that. We don't need to justify it because we wanted to do this and we did it.
Yeah.
And some
it's still project based.
Wanted us to do this too. So yeah. That's fun. Any other secrets?
Oh, this is the first video we filmed with our new setup.
Oh yeah, and it went so smoothly except for that one time that it didn't.
Yeah, well, like our intro, we filmed the intro. It was great, and
it was like the third take. We had 2 like false starts, and then we had a really great take. But the audio on this camera was messed up. So hopefully it's.
Oh, it's fine now.
Yeah.
But so, like the first time we did the intro all the way through, and it's a pretty long intro. There's a lot of points we wanted to hit. The audio was terrible, and then we spent like a few hours trying to do it again. Edit that. That wasn't good. Do it again. Edit that. That wasn't good. Do it again. Edit that. And then I had probably 20 takes, and I was trying to piece together the good parts from this, and the good parts from this, and the good part from this.
Intros have a lot of pressure on them.
Sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud that we spent that much time on an intro. And you look at it, it doesn't seem like that much time went into it. It just seems like we're like goofing around.
But it's but if you think about it, that's 5 minutes of content. Many people put hours of work into 5 minutes of content.
That's true. It is like a 5-minute intro.
It's a very simple thing that we did really quickly, but trying to do it again was very hard.
Yeah, try to do it again and like be genuine and still remember all the things you said in the first one because the first one had a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, and then like when you're doing it again, you're just like thinking about the last time where it was better.
But anyways.
So
one technical difficulty, but other than that, the new setup has been awesome. This camera is new.
Like the 4K on this is amazing. Like Caitlin's able to zoom into 200%. Like not just like 100%, which is quite a crop for 4K, but 100% more than that, and it still looks good, which is
you'll see in the video.
Super useful for us.
It's a lot better when I zoom in. The handheld camera is new. I feel like there's still a little figuring it out, like figuring out how close I could get and still have it be in focus. So there's somewhere I'm like, whoa, and it's kind of hard for me to like do top down. But
we're learning.
Yeah, and then we have our podcast/streaming camera up here.
Yep.
So it was it's quite the setup. And more lights.
We have more lights, and we're thinking about replacing these lights with more professional lights at some point. And there's a lot that's going into.
There's been a lot of like camera and
trying to make this like more professional, more streamlined, easier to just set up and go. There's a lot of things like that in the works so that we can make content faster, so we can like get our life a little bit in balance, so that we have energy and like the headspace to make the best videos that we can. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you guys, because you guys help us get the stuff we need to do that. So we really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.